Hi friends, this is Prabhat Anand. Today we will be talking about the reproduction, that is the organism that reproduce through which methods. And today the first topic related with the reproduction chapter is the types of organism, that is we get unicellular and the other is multicellular. Unicellular and the other is multicellular. First of all, we will be talking about the differences between the unicellular organism and the multicellular organism. Now the question arises is that how do we define the unicellular organism and how do we define the multicellular organism? First of all, the unicellular organism can be defined as the single celled organism, as the single celled organism, while the multicellular organism can be defined as the organism which contains two or more than two or more than two cells. The organism which contains two or more than two cells, that is placed under the multicellular category. Now unicellular organism and multicellular organism, how do they reproduce, is the main topic here. Now first of all, we know that types of reproduction, types of reproduction. Now the types of reproduction are two. First is asexual reproduction and the other is sexual reproduction. First is asexual reproduction and the other is sexual reproduction. Now the asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, what are the differences between them? First, asexual reproduction can be defined as that mode of reproduction in which the single parent can give arise to their progeny or offspring. The single parent can give rise to their progeny or offspring, and here without fertilization. What do we mean by fertilization? First of all, fertilization can be said in which fusion of gametes takes place. The process fertilization refers to the process in which fusion of gametes takes place. Now the question arises is that in asexual reproduction, why the fertilization, that is fusion of gamete, doesn't takes place? Now the answer is here only one parent involves during the reproductive cycle. Only one parent can give rise to their progeny or offspring in the reproductive cycle. That's why in asexual mode of reproduction, fertilization doesn't occur. We know that fertilization only occurs in the parents two types of gametes whenever they are present, either ovum or sperm. If ovum or sperm present, then fertilization occur and fusion of gamete takes place. That's why the progeny is produced, and that mode of reproduction is called sexual mode of reproduction. That is, that mode of reproduction, that mode of reproduction in which two parents of opposite sex, that is male and female, that mode of reproduction in which two parents of opposite sex, that is male and female, takes place, and also fusion of gametes occur, and this mode of reproduction is referred to as sexual mode of reproduction. In this mode of reproduction, the two parents are required that will be of opposite sex, that is one will be male and the other will be female, and in that case fusion of gamete takes place, and this fusion of gamete we studied that called fertilization. Fusion of gamete takes place, and the fusion of gamete process named fertilization. If fertilization occurs, then that mode of reproduction is called sexual mode of reproduction. The question: if fertilization occurs in organism, that mode of reproduction is called sexual mode of reproduction, and in this male gamete, in this mode of reproduction, male gamete plus female gamete, occurs. Now the question is that in which mode of reproduction the variation will be most? Variation, that is changes in an organism, or we can say the parents and the progeny will differ. In which mode of reproduction the parent from the progeny will differ the most? Now the answer is, in which mode of reproduction the fertilization occurs. Now the answer is, the fertilization occurs in the sexual mode of reproduction, while in asexual mode of reproduction fertilization doesn't occur. And keep it in mind that if fertilization occurs, that is fusion of gamete takes place, then the variation will be most. Variation is changes in an organism from their parents. All the organisms will differ from their parental, in which that is sexual mode of reproduction, while in asexual mode of reproduction, due to the absence of fertilization, here the progeny and the parent will be same, or we can say similar, and the other word we can say copy, exact copy of their parental body. In this mode of reproduction, we can say the parent and the progeny will not differ from each other, and we cannot define their parent and the progeny without the variation in asexual mode of reproduction. Now the question is that if we say in asexual reproduction, the organism and the progeny is, the parent and the progeny is exact copy, and that exact copy we can say clone body. and the clone body can be defined as that organism which is genetically and morphologically that organism which is genetically and morphologically similar. If the organism is similar by gene and by appearance, that is morphologically, then that organism we can say the clone body, and that clone body is formed during the asexual mode of reproduction, because here no variation takes place. No variation takes place. That is, the clone body is formed, that is, we can say the progeny and the parent is similar in appearance. Now the question arises is that what does unicellular organism exhibit and what does multicellular organism exhibit? Which mode of reproduction does unicellular organism show and which mode of reproduction does multicellular organism show? Now the answer is, in unicellular organism we can say asexual mode of reproduction takes place. Asexual mode of reproduction. In asexual mode of reproduction, the organism divides by itself, that is, he or she we can say in amoeba. In amoeba, the body of amoeba divide by itself in two parts, and this mode of reproduction is called asexual mode of reproduction. It divides into two. And that process we will be talking further in the next class. Now the multicellular organism shows the sexual mode of reproduction. Most of the multicellular organism shows the sexual mode of reproduction. That's it for this session. We will be talking further in the next video. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and be with us. Also share with your friends. Thank you.